me. And how she acts and how she disrespects herself. She disrespects her relationship. She disrespects her associates. She disrespects her friends. She's all for herself. She's very selfish. She's a user. She's an abuser. And she's a manipulator. You want to play victim in every situation that you stir up and cause. Had you been a real friend, had you been a team player, had you been understanding and listening to somebody else, this situation wouldn't even... Alrighty. Let's get this thing crack-a-lacking. You know me, I like to show y'all what time it is so nobody can't say I did some funny shit. It is March 8th, 7:50 Eastern Standard Time. I just had to rewatch my video that I did yesterday and the day before to figure out where I left the video off at. So I got a little bit of energy. I just got off of work, but I got a little bit of energy, so I'm finna give it to y'all like a firecracker. Before I even get into it, if you're new to my channel, my name is Shaye. The channel is just Shaye. I do travel vlogs. I do day in the lives. I do story time. Oh, sorry. Story times. I do story times. You know what I'm saying? So, unfortunately, this is the craziest story time and the closest range of it actually happening I've ever told on my channel. I normally like to wait six months to a year before I tell a story. But this firecracker wanted me to light her up, so I'm lighting her up like it's 4th of July. So just understand that's why you're getting this story time, and it happened less than 7 days ago. The context of the story, if you're new here, this is part 2. Go ahead and go back to part 1, where I talked about how she tried to ruin the trip, starting way back in November when we were planning it, up until the day of my actual birthday when we're out in Antigua together. So if you don't have any context, I have a almost 2-hour-long story time. Go watch it, because you're not going to understand what this argument and this altercation is about. I have a TikTok that I do a little bit of travel stuff on, so follow me. It should be somewhere in the description, if not somewhere down here. I have an Instagram where, you know, I'm just living my life. Same thing. Instagram is in the description somewhere down here. Nevertheless, if you're a Jews and Jems, make sure your post notifications are on. If you're new here, holla at your girl. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification. Make sure that bell's on. My 2 Live crew, what it do? Yeah, let's go. So when we left off, March 5th, 2023 is when this all started. So like I was telling y'all, the Billy Goat, because that's what we named her. The Billy Goat, the horse mouth, you know what I'm saying? You know, the she-devil. She came into the room at 5:30 in the morning, knocking on the door. We had the lock latch on the door for safety purposes, because she said she was going out and she was done talking to me about the whole situation. I told her, you know what? Have fun. Enjoy yourself. We went ahead, took our showers, got ready, and laid down for bed. Put the lock latch on the door. And at 5:30, we heard her trying to open the door and bam on the door real loud. Nemo got up, opened the door for her. Not even 5 seconds, she was knocking on the door. He got up, opened the door for her. She comes in the room blacking, talking about, why would you lock the door? Like, all extra loud. Why would you lock the door? Why would you lock the door? Nemo's like, I'm not finna do this with you right now at 6 o'clock in the morning. We'll talk about it later. So he gets back in the bed. You could hear her scuffling around, taking her clothes off and then getting right into the bed. Which, to give context, she did not get in the bed with any clothes on. She had not been getting in the bed with Nemo with any clothes on since never. So just to give you some context, I was in my own bed because I was the birthday girl. So I got my own bed. But nevertheless, that's just some context for later in the argument. 6 o'clock rolls around, my alarm goes off. Me and Nemo get up because we had already discussed with her last night that we had to be up really early so we can go to the excursion desk to try to rebook the Stingrays. Because previously in the story time, you guys know that the fake taxi driver that she had scheduled to pick us up made us miss our 1 o'clock excursion. Now, for people who may be questioning like this taxi driver, I want you to understand, I'm calling him a taxi driver because that's how we refer to them. But if you're not actually reading some of the subtitles that I'm putting on the screen, you missed a big portion of it because I don't like to freeze frame my videos and come in and talk. So I'll put text on the title. I'll put text on the video. So I did put in part 1 that this person that we're referring to, Mr. James, as a taxi driver is not actually a taxi driver. So please get the concept together that we're calling him a taxi driver because he's taking us from location to location. But he very much disclosed to us, and she also stated that he's not an actual taxi driver. He is the guy she met in customs, cousin, who he asked to come pick her up, and he charged her only $30 to take her from the airport to the Royalton. She took it upon herself to get his contact information and stays in contact with him throughout the duration of the trip to use him as a taxi driver. So for the people who were like, well, if he's a taxi driver, why are you this, that, and the third? He's not an actual taxi driver. He does not have a company. He already told us when we were riding around with him previously, when we missed the excursion, that this is his granddad has an actual taxi company, and the van that we were in was one of the vans from his granddad's company. So to help the people out that missed that part of part 1, he was just a regular dude helping us out. Yeah. Gotcha. Good. Jump back into the argument. We wake up at 6 o'clock. Me and Nemo are getting dressed. We don't have any music playing. We're not talking. We're not even turning on all the lights. The lights in the room where she's actually asleep is off. The light in the bathroom is what we're using to get dressed, to brush our teeth. We're not even, doing our normal little, let's play a little bit of music. None of that. So when we're lotioning up, about getting ready to leave out the room, she jumps up from her fake sleep and says, oh, and I'm not going anywhere else. Oh, no. First she said, oh, send me my money back for the excursion for today because I'm not going anywhere else with y'all for the rest of the trip. So I'm like, okay, I'll send it back to Benji because Benji's the one that sent me the money. So if we going to be real nasty, I'm going to be real nasty. So I guess that triggered her. So she didn't want to lay that down. This is when she started the argument with us. And mind you, me and Nemo were really, really, really calm with her, despite what y'all may think of how we came off at her. She was the one who came into the room from the beginning on 100 at 5:30. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll send it back to Benji. She was like, oh, and I'm not doing nothing else with y'all. Y'all can enjoy the trip by yourself. I'm going to do my own thing. So we like, your problem is you don't listen to nobody else but yourself. We've been sitting here trying to talk to you very calmly, and you're still not even understanding where we're coming from. You're cutting us off. Like, we're trying to tell you what you did last night was not okay. If we're a group, we need to stay a group. You took the side of these random dudes that we don't even know over people that you're supposed to be here with. Like, if we say that we're not comfortable being around them anymore, and the way that they were moving last night was too much for us, after already disclosing they don't like homosexual men, and my best friend is a homosexual man, let's go ahead and leave them alone and find a different solution. But the fact that you were willing to sit, you were in the van with them when the whole debacle was going on between me and you and Nemo. You were in the van with them. You had them in the conversation. You kept calling us, putting us on speaker so they can chime into the conversation. You let these strangers that we don't even know come in between us three that came together from the United States. That's you. If you don't see what's wrong with that, then you're crazy. Like, please think about it. How many stories have you heard of people going overseas and getting kidnapped? Beep 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 beep. Like, all type of stuff, because it's always that one naive person that just fun precedes safety. And at that moment, we came to realize that fun preceded safety for her. Like, you wanted us to play Ring Around a Rosie with I gotta read that later. You wanted us to play Ring Around a Rosie with these men all night long and try to find a club that will be accepting to Nemo, versus us saying that it may just not be a smart idea for us to even go clubbing. It may not be smart for us, and we'll have to use or find a different way to enjoy our night tonight. Instead of you being accepting of that, who, you know, unfortunately, who we came with, we were not aware that this country was how it, you know, how he is perceiving their country to be. So let's not play any games. Let's not even risk it. But instead, you would rather risk it and keep trying to drive around to this place and drive around to that place to see if we can get in this club and get in that club. The whole time while you telling us you're going to stay in the van with these two gentlemen by yourself. And then have us in a whole nother van with probably two other dudes that we also don't know. So this is where we're trying to tell her where logic meets like reality. It's not connecting for her. She still feel like we were wrong because she came up with a solution for us so we can still have fun. But it's like we didn't want to have fun with them anymore because that was some shit that they pulled last night. That was some real shit. And we was just over it. Like, it wasn't, come on. If it's my birthday and I decide as a birthday girl, I don't care anymore, I don't want to go anymore, it's not tickling my fancy, why are you mad at me? Why are you mad at me because I'm deciding how I want to finish my birthday? I thought your birthday was May 1st. Why are you mad about my March 4th birthday? Because you really wanted to hang out with them. That's why you're mad. That's why you're mad. You really wanted to go clubbing. That's why you're mad. You really wanted to be underneath them. That's why you're mad. You're not mad because I decided on my birthday I no longer wanted to go clubbing. You're mad because I decided I no longer want to go clubbing with them. Because we were not invited to clash by those gentlemen. We were invited to clash by the ladies on the boat. So if I'm telling you, why not just go ahead and reach out to those ladies and we catch a ride with those ladies and have a good time with them? Why are you trying to tell us that, oh, that's not a good idea when we could get a free ride out of these guys, when the ladies never said they were going to charge us? Like, they never said that. Then you say, oh, we don't even have the contact information for these people. Whole time, Nemo already told me that you guys ran into the guy who was also on the boat and he asked for you guys to get his phone number and you snatched his phone and put the number in your phone. It's all giving you concocted this. You've been wanting to go hang back out with these dudes, and instead of you being honest about it and saying, you know what, I kind of don't feel no type of way about them not wanting to be seen with Nemo. Instead of you keeping it bean, keeping it a buck, you try to fake the funk and try to make us seem like, oh, we all said let's fake the funk and get rides from them until Monday. Baby, one thing about it, that's for sure, the real in me did never tell you that. I never told you, let's fake the funk and ride it out until Monday. I never said that, sweetie. And that's on me and my dead baby. I never said that, sweetie. I never said that. I said, we'll see. If they're on some funny I'm not going. If they moving funny, I don't want to go. I'm not finna hang out with them. Because we had already said on March 3rd, when we were sitting in the room, that we wasn't finna kick it with them. So how you wake up on March 4th telling me that he done wrote you a long paragraph about, oh, this, that, and the third, and he wants to make it up, and he wants to spend some alone time with you tonight. In the morning, he texts you this. You told me you woke up to 3 missed calls from this man and a long little paragraph about how he wanted to make it up and spend some time with you tonight, some alone time with you tonight. So it's so convenient how we're here at the end of the night on March 4th and you're pissed because we don't want to hang out with him no more. But then you kept saying, oh, he think he finna get some. I'm not finna. But then you steady trying to convince us to ride with these niggas. You steady trying to convince us to hang with these niggas. But make it make sense. Where is the morals? Where is your principles? Where do you draw the line and say, you know what? Even if you guys are homophobic, and I don't feel like you wrong for feeling how you feeling because it's your country, I'm going to rock with my people because these are people I got to sleep in the same room with. These are the same people I got to see for 2 more days. I just feel like it's not worth the drama. It's beyond me at this point, and I'm going to just save the drama by sticking with the people I came with. But no, you chose their side. random men you don't know who could have had any type of intentions on your life and on your freedom. But because you wanted to party so hard and hang out with this young man that you claim you didn't want nothing to do and deal with, but you've been texting him all day, like you trying to make it seem like it's something that it wasn't. It was us just standing up for my friend. And if he no longer felt like the situation was smart or safe and he backed out at the last minute, why does he not reserve the right to back out at the last minute? Why are you mad at him? Because now he feel like you keep putting the spotlight on him over and over and over again, and he's sick of it. He's sick of being the center of attention, and now you're mad because we've pressed the issue and told you to leave it alone and let us slide. Like, we good off of y'all. You being weird. You with us, but you with them for real. You let randoms separate the group. I'll see you on a missing poster because I'm not doing that. And I'm not finna feel bad if something happens to you because you are a grown woman. You're older than both of us, and you know better. You claim that you travel other places and you've been around. Like, come on now. You have to use your street smarts when you're out of your element. You're on these people's home turf. We don't have no connections here. So let's be smart and not be hasty. But clearly she wasn't using her brain. So that's all we was trying to tell her in the conversation before it turned into an argument. We were literally trying to talk to her in a calm voice and tell her that, and she just kept over talking us about how we're wrong, and she came up with a solution for us to have fun and have a good time for my birthday. But I'm telling you, that would have not been a good time for me anymore because I felt like the whole situation was funny and it was weird. But yet you still pressing me to say that I was excited to go somewhere that I told you I wasn't excited to go to. I told you that y'all decided to go to this place and all I did was agree. Like, you mad at me about my birthday. Excuse me, I thought my mama laid up and got cut up on March 4th, 1998. Not your mama. You know, so I'm a little confused. It's a little crazy out here. The weather's getting a little shaky in this bitch. I thought it was my mama that laid down on the hospital table and got cut open. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Thank you. Anywho, so she proceeds to keep cutting us off, and she's getting disrespectful at this point. Mind you, she's bookie ball naked. Because she went to sleep naked. Like she had been doing for the past 4 days. But let her tell it. Okay. Miss, I was uncomfortable in the bed sleeping with him. Keep lying. Keep lying. Save your face so you can save your relationship with Benji. Keep lying, sweetie. You slept butt bookie naked every night next to Nemo. But you were uncomfortable. Girl, Jesus Christ. So she jump up being mad, disrespectful. Bitch, this, fuck you. Da 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 da. Y'all sat up here and agreed to ride it out until Monday, and then y'all sit up trying to say they funny, they weird. You're weird, bitch. You're weird. She calling me weird now, and now I'm at this point like when she started calling me weird, I said this bitch is an actress. This bitch is an actress. She's a real life Taraji P. Henson in this bitch. I'm a weirdo? I said, no, ho, you're lame. Bitch, you're weird. Like, don't call me weird. Bitch, you're insane. You're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Bitch, you're a fruity pebble. Like, you can't call me weird. I'm the weirdo. Because I didn't want to hang around stranger niggas anymore that showed their true colors already. Like, I'm the weirdo. I got you. Okay, I got you. So she popping off at the mouth. Mind you, at this point, when she popping off at the mouth, steady going in, and she's going in on Nemo, trying to make it like it's Nemo's fault that we couldn't go with them anymore. It's all Nemo's fault. Like, she really trying to keep pressing it's Nemo's fault we couldn't go anymore at the... Why was you dressed and ready to go at 10:40 if you didn't want to go with them anymore? Like she missed the whole point of we didn't want to go anymore because you called us and said, oh, they don't want to go to Clash anymore. They're trying to change the club. When we agreed to go to Clash at 9 o'clock in the morning, why are y'all waiting till almost 11 o'clock to call us and try to tell us that you're going to change your plans on us? No, we're not doing that. I don't care if I don't care what you say. The club is like, you knew at 9 o'clock in the morning that we wanted to go there, so you should have opened your mouth at 9 o'clock in the morning and said that. You're not gonna change no plans on me last minute, and I'm not even familiar where I'm at. Crazy girl. So she's steady trying to go in on Nemo. So at this point, Nemo had it up to here with Billy Goat. So he not even runs up, because he's tall. So really, he just took a couple steps, and he was up in her face, and he was like, you know, the little finger pointing. Like, bitch, stop disrespecting me. You've been trying me this whole fucking trip, and I'm sick of it. Like, he was done with her shit. Like, bitch, you been passive aggressive. You been inconsiderate. You been doing your own little shit on the sly. You been trying to make this trip about you. You been OD. You been disrespectful. You just sat up here yesterday giving us this whole speech about how you understand how he feel because you've always been a dark-skinned black girl they deem aggressive and being left out of the group. You saying this out your own mouth just the night before, but here we are, and you don't forgot the own song that you wrote. How the fuck we do that? You set up here all this, I understand, I relate, I've been left out, I've been called out, I've been isolated, I've been that person. You done did the whole I relate to you empathy, sympathy card. But now it's, oh, you just act like you couldn't just go out and have a good time. Keep dancing for them. Keep dancing for them. You dancing for these niggas. Like, you are a fucking dummy. You're tap dancing for these niggas. You the type of bitch they love. You're naive. You don't see through the bullshit. You the type of bitch they love. You're dumb. You don't use your brain for real. Like, you are, is this camera on me? Is this camera on me? Like, you the type of bitch they love. Because you really made your friends the problem. Sweetie, you're stupid. I'm sorry. So at this point, they arguing. They're going to be, there's no reason for you to be in my personal space. This her. Girl, shut the fuck up. Ain't none of this space personal when we all pay for it, stupid. Ain't none of this, baby, I don't care if I was this close to you. Ain't none of this space personal when we all pay for it, sweetie. So if he wanted to be in your motherfucking mouthpiece with them big ass spaced out teeth, bitch, he could do that. Because he paid for this room just like you did. So what the fuck is up, sweetie? You did all this big boy talking from the bed. You did all this disrespecting from the bed. He done got in your face and got in the field. Now he's back the fuck up and get out your personal space. No. So at this point, I'm pissed at both of them because it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Nemo, I get you done with her disrespecting you, but babes, she's not fucking worth it. Like, she's scum. She's a dummy. She's clearly illiterate. She lacks morals. She not even the type of bitch I would even supposed to be arguing with because your IQ so fucking low that you probably was in them classes for real. Like, make it make sense. Like, make it make sense. You and them ugly ass fucking thumbnails you keep putting up on these videos, you just as stupid as the thumbnails that you keep posting. So it's like, make it make sense, dude. Like, don't even be arguing with her. So I'm steady trying to break the shit up and telling her, you need to stop and you need to stop. And this is childish. This is really unnecessary. Like, it ain't even supposed to be here. This shit didn't have to get this far. Y'all need to both let it go. Like, literally, didn't you just stress the whole trip? How many times are you going to be in Antigua enjoying life and at your young age being free and all these the positive quotes? Sorry, I had to burp. All these positive quotes and all this stuff. But now here you are in the room arguing with this dude because you mad you didn't go to a club for one night. Actually, the same reason why we didn't go to the club yesterday when we decided that they were weird and we really didn't want to go to the club the night before. When they asked us to go out the night before. Okay. Like, so why are we changing the song now? Why are we changing the story the next day? You ditched them the night before. You went to sleep the night before when we were supposed to go to the club with them. But now, all of a sudden, it's such an urgency to go out with them on my birthday. Okay. So, they doing all this. I'm steady in the middle trying to break it up. At this point, I'm getting irritated because y'all both acting so irrational right now. I get it. Nemo's trying to stand his ground because I'm really done with you playing with me for real. You trying me like I'm a pussy. So I feel like he had to assert the fact that I'm done with you trying me. I'm done with the passive aggressive. I'm done with the disrespectful words, because she was very highly disrespectful in the room. And you thought the shit she was saying on live or something. No, she was mad disrespectful in the fucking room. So at this point, I'm telling him, like, bro, back up and stop, because I can feel, you could tell when it's 1 second away from a person throwing the first punch, and I could feel he was right on that line, because she was also getting in his face as well. And I felt like had one person touched one person, he would have knocked her out. I'm telling y'all right. First of all, Nemo's 6'6". Used to play basketball and train daily. Still has a very amazing body. And you know what I'm saying? Nemo would have, he would have knocked the last 6 teeth out of her mouth that she has remaining. You know, and that's why I'm like, as a person who knows this man and knows his strengths, even though he's a lady now, I still know Nemo, and she would have very much been leaving on a stretcher off of 1 or 2 punches. Nemo is very strong. So it's just like, I'm backing him up like, Nemo, just leave it alone. She ain't even worth it. Let the situation go. It is 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, we're not in an Airbnb. We're in a resort. There's people on both sides of us, up and down from us. Let it go. You need to control your friend. You need to control your friend. I'm like, bro, both of y'all need to stop. Like, don't tell me to control him. I said both of y'all need to stop. Y'all both dead wrong right now. Like, don't sit here and tell me to control him, because you in the wrong as well, because you came in here screaming and hollering at 5 something in the morning. So he tried to be calm and reasonable with you. He was at 50, and you came in this bitch on 105. And he got tired of you being at 105 with him, so he got up there with you. So don't even sit here and try to make it like you're the victim now. Like, we ganging up on you and we jumping you. That's not the situation. The situation is we sick of you, and you think you slick, and you think you're the ringleader of some shit you're not the ringleader of. You don't run this show. Your name ain't on this room. You don't got no say-so for real. So stop it. So I'm like, y'all both dead wrong. You both need to stop. She's like, you can't, and I was like, you both dead wrong. You both need to stop. You see me trying to back him up, so let the shit go. You need to let it go. Just like you said yesterday, let the drama go. We only got 1 day left here. She was like, you can't control him. Matter of fact, let me give y'all an illustration. How she was standing on the edge of the bed, butt bookie naked. This how she was. Hold on. You can't control him. He's a fucking human. I said, okay, well, and I walked off. I walked the fuck off. What, you just told me to control him. Now you telling me I can't control him. He's a human. I walked the fuck off. I went to the telephone. I grabbed the telephone and I called security. I was done with it. I'm not on the Jerry Springer show. I don't have time to be separating. First of all, I'm the shortest person on the group. I don't have time to be breaking up a 5'9" and a 6'6" person. I don't have time for that. I'm not going to do that. So I'm calling security. So I called security. The people answer immediately. I'm like, hello, I need you to send security to my room. This girl is out of control. She was like, well, there's already a security on the way. I said, perfect. Click, hung up the phone. Not even 2 seconds after I got off the phone, the person, because I had walked to the bathroom on the phone, they were still very much arguing. I get a knock at the door. I'm thinking, oh, perfect. Security's here. Girl, no, it's not security. Baby, it's a guest that came out of his room who got woken up by all the commotion, by all the yelling. Cue the facial expressions of the man. What is going on? I was like, I'm so sorry, sir. This lady came in our room hooping and hollering and yelling, and I've been trying to calm her down for the past 30 minutes. Because at this point, it's 6:30, by the way. And he was like, yeah, I just was woken up by you guys screaming. What can I do? Like, and I'm like, I don't know, because she won't fucking stop screaming, as you can see. So I'm like, she needs to stop. She proceeds to start cussing the man out. I ain't gonna motherfucking stop screaming. A bitch can't tell me. Da, 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 da. Just going the fuck off. Still butt bookie naked, by the way. By the way. No clothes were ever put on in this whole scenario. Let's keep it a bean. So now we got to keep seeing you undressed in the middle of an argument. I don't even want to fight you because I don't want to touch you like that. So, So I'm just like, you need to, oh my God. So when after he got cussed out, he was like, man, y'all just need to calm the noise down. He's a Spanish Jew, by the way. And I'm like, I do apologize. This is very actually embarrassing. So I apologize. I'm waiting on security as we speak. And he was like, okay, and walked off. Close the door. They're still arguing. At this point, I proceed to say, y'all gonna end up going to jail in Antigua, and I'm not going to jail with y'all. I don't give a fuck. I got bond money. I don't give a fuck. So Nemo's like, you got bond money, but your broke ass ain't got no money for no taxis. I got money. No, bitch, you don't have no money. Because if you had money, you wouldn't be stressing your respect and our respect over no free taxi. If you had money on this trip, you wouldn't be having your boyfriend sending me the cash outs for the balance of the excursions you no longer have cash for, and then turn around and telling me to send the leftover that he sent to your cash app, but then you telling us that your cash app don't work. So what is the truth? Why is your man sending me the money for the excursions you don't have cash for, and then the extra money? Why is there extra money? Why do you know there's extra money that he's sending? I already told you the price of the excursions. So if it's $125, he should be sending $125. Why do you have your man sending me $200 and then you turn around and on my back hounding me to send the remaining money that doesn't cover the excursions to your cash app? But when I'm telling you to go ahead and cash out me the money instead of having to call him and have him jump in the middle of the shit, and you keep, every time I say you can send me the cash app, you call him and have him send the cash app and then tell me, oh, just saying whatever the leftover money is. That why is there leftover money? Because that don't make no sense. Why do he have to send the money to me for me to send it to you when he can just send it to you? Because clearly your cash out working if I'm sending it to you. So why he can't send it to you? Why he can't? If he's sending $200, why he not sending the $200 to you? You send the what you owe me to me, and whatever's left you already have on your cash app. Why are we doing this 3-man tango? Make it make sense. But y'all want to hoop and holler and defend this girl about she got all this money, Man, first of all, what you eat don't make me shit. But don't sit on the internet and make it like you this big boss bitch and you got all this going on when you really moving funny even in your relationship. You moving funny with small shit. You moving real suspicious with little stuff. So it's like, I don't give a fuck how much money you got, because I know how much money I have, and that's all I'm worried about. But I can tell for a fact that your morals and your integrities are in the trash can with the recycled bags and chips and cans that you throw away on the weekdays. It's done for. So I'm just already like, you weren't even getting the point. You steady arguing over something that should have been left alone yesterday. And you steady saying, oh, you're not mad about yesterday. I'm mad that y'all locked me out. I'm not mad about yesterday. I'm mad y'all locked me out. But every time somebody's trying to address what about you being locked out is upsetting you, because you were locked out for 5 seconds. What are you upset about? You start talking about something from yesterday. I don't get it. And so 2 seconds, not even 2 seconds, like 2 minutes later, another knock at the door. I go straight to the door. They still arguing, y'all. I left them alone. I let them do their thing. Y'all want to argue until your face turn blue? Hey, go ahead. Because I don't give a fuck. This to me ain't even worth arguing about. But go ahead. The security company is a man and a lady. So they're about to walk in, and the lady walks in. She sees the Billy Goat standing up and on her hind legs, arguing with Nemo, and she's naked. So she tells the male security guard, stay back. She comes into the room. Hey, stop. Everybody stop. Everybody stop. What is going on? One at a time. Everybody needs to calm it down. Bring your voice down. Miss Cecilia was very helpful. 9 out of 10. So she's like, everybody needs to stop. Bring it down. Everybody gonna get a chance to tell their story. Let's start with you, young lady. So she points at me. I start talking. She's steady jumping in and cutting me off. So the lady's looking towards me. So I can see her facial expressions every time the Billy Goat begins to and cut me off, because that's what Billy Goats do. So she's like, the security guard's getting visibly irritated with her because she's tired of telling her to stop. So she's like, now at this point, she's like rolling her eyes. She's like over the Billy Goat's back. You know what I'm saying? Because like, we're going to have to put you up in a kennel somewhere. Because clearly leaving you out in the wild in your natural habitat is just way too much. You just bat. You just won't stop. Like, you just steady cutting people off. It's like you just can't contain yourself. So I tell the story that you guys have heard part 1 in the beginning of this story time as well. I told her how the whole argument started and how we got here and how I've been telling both of them to cut the shit out and neither of them have stopped. Then she goes to the Billy Goat and the Billy Goat begins to try to make herself the victim. This girl trying to play the victim, like, oh, because we were supposed to go out and they didn't want to go out. So instead of, I didn't want to cause any arguments, so I slept in the dining room till 5:30 in the morning because I didn't want to cause an argument. This is what she told the lady. I slept in the dining room till 5:30 in the morning because I didn't want to cause an argument. I didn't even go out that night. So if you didn't go out that night and you decided it was best for you to stay at the resort, why wouldn't you take your hot tamale self back up to the room? Even if the tensions were high. Because if was a fifth, I'd be drunk. If that's the case, why would you sit up in the dining room to 5:30? 5:30 in particular. Because the whole argument ended at 12 a.m. So for 5 hours you slept in the dining hall. Mind you, the dining hall is outside. Mind you, this is Antigua and there's bugs everywhere. You had no bug spray on. So if you slept in it, why would you come to the room still on 100 if you slept it off? You just want to seem like the victim. Like we kicked you out of the room and had you sleeping in a dining hall to, like, girl, cut it out. Sleeping in the dining hall to fight. Okay, all the places you could have slept, you slept in the dining hall. Like, that's what you, okay, girl. I was like, this is a real Tiffany Bullard. This girl gonna get her a TV show spinoff. So Nemo tells his story. So the security guard is like, this seemed like something that could be easily resolved. It seems like a lot of misunderstandings and miscommunications. There's no reason why we're here. And she was like, can I give you guys a piece of advice? If you come together, you should be leaving together. You should stand. She's literally telling the Billy Goat, you should stand up for your friends. You shouldn't be leaving your friends behind because you want to hang out. If y'all come together, you leave together. So she started cutting the security guard off. This, that, and the third, all the bullshit she been saying about how we wrong, and it's not that, and da-da-da, why would y'all lock me out? So now we got to sit here and defend us locking the latch. That was only locked for all of 10 minutes when she was, not even 10 seconds when she went to bam on the door. So, oh my God, this girl is sick in the brain. So we're like, safety reasons. You didn't tell us if you was going, you never said I stayed on a resort. You never said I never left the property. You told us you was going out to the club. So we went ahead, took a shower, laid it on down, and went to sleep. Why are we going to keep the door unlocked when anybody who has access to the resort could come in our room? People, I done seen several TikToks of staff sneaking in people's room, robbing them. Like they come in on the balcony and the staff is on their back, like, baby, all type of stuff. So why not give myself an extra precaution by putting a latch up? Because the whole thing is you trying to act like this is the first time we've locked the latch, but every single night that we've gone to sleep, we've had that latch up, and you know this. But now because of security here, you want to play like you don't know this. Like you don't understand why there's a safety latch there in the first place if it's not for safety. So I'm telling her, you sit here acting like this is a you thing. Nemo just got locked out yesterday when I was in here by myself. I locked the latch. The day before, when Nemo was here, he was getting something out the room and he was butt bookie naked. Oh, when I had left him in the room because he was taking too long to get dressed, I came back up. The latch was on there in the middle of the day because he was in there naked, vulnerable, by himself. The latch is there for your safety. You sitting up here acting like you was running away from a killer and you came and put your key card on the thing and the door was locked. No, you came up in the room at 5:30 in the morning. We were knocked out of sleep. For our protection, we should be able to put the lock up. And because we didn't even have you outside longer than enough time for a mosquito to bite you, why are you upset about us? Again, it's always been safety for us. When we move in another person's territory, we're going to put safety above all. We know that you also are part of this room, but we also know that you're nowhere to be found at this moment. So please, cut the bullshit and stop acting like we tried to cut you out the room and we just sat there and watched you knock on the door, knock on the door, knock on the door when that was not the case. And then the simple fact of she just didn't every time safety was the conversation, I don't give a fuck about safety. This is what you call safety. Like, this is like, you sound stupid right now. You the type to go to Mexico and get kidnapped. Like, what are you talking about? You don't give a fuck about safety. This is what we call safety. Yeah, this is what we call safety. This is what we call safety, sweetie. Like, what are you talking about? So after the lady steady trying to get her to stop cutting her off, she was like, you know what do you, whose room is this? Whose name is on the room? I'm like, my name is on the room. This is my room. So what do you want to do? I said, I really want her out the room. And she was like, okay, well, you know it's going to cost money if any of y'all leave the room. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. She need to leave. So she was like, okay, well, what if she doesn't, I mean, we can't technically force her to leave unless there's a physical altercation. And if there's a physical altercation, then the two parties are going to jail. So what do you want to do? Because we could discuss it with the front desk and see if they'll move your room. I said, if she don't want to leave and we can't make her leave, I'll leave. I don't care, but I'm not finna stay in this room with her because I can see us beating her ass. I can see us come back to the room and she's still on this and we're gonna beat her ass. So, and on top of that, I forgot. Let's rewind real quick. So in the midst of the argument with Nemo, first of all, she tried to turn the argument to me because I wasn't feeding into the shit. I'm just telling them, y'all need to let the shit go. So then she gonna try to turn to me and say that I played her. I forgot to tell y'all she said that. She said, I played her. You told me that you and Nemo would be sharing the bed and I would have a bed to myself. I said, I played you? When did I ever say that? When did I tell you was coming on a trip and you was not going to have a possibility of sharing the bed and Nemo would be in the bed with me? I said, when you called me back on November asking to join my trip, I told you at that time we had 4 people on the trip and it was only 3 beds, a pull-out couch and 2 queen beds. I said, there's a possibility at this moment that you probably would be sharing the bed with a person. If not, if you 2 girls are not comfortable with sharing the bed with anybody, then Nemo will go ahead and sleep with me and one of y'all can take the pull-out and one of y'all can take the queen. That's when there were 4 people. So when the 4th person dropped out and I went back around and I told both Nemo and her, hey, listen, now one of y'all gonna take the pull out and one of y'all are gonna take the queen. It's up to y'all to decide how y'all want to do that. When we got there, they decided that they were gonna sleep in the bed together. I never said you need to sleep with him in the same bed. She needs to sleep with you in the same bed. I never said none of that. Y'all 2 ladies sleep in the same bed together. I never said that. I never told Nemo he couldn't sleep in the bed with me. You said, Nemo, where you sleeping at? He said, I'm sleeping in the bed. I said, reminder, this couch, you said, no. You said, oh, right, this couch pull out, right? Into the bed. I said, yes, it does. So one of y'all can sleep here. You said, well, Nemo, can I sleep in the bed with you? You asked him to sleep in the bed with. So how did I play you again? Because I never put a nothing to nobody head and say you better sleep in the bed with this person. I never said that I gave y'all an option to have y'all own beds. You didn't want to take the roll out. You didn't want to, and that's you, baby. You did that. But you trying to say, oh, it was so uncomfortable for you. It was so uncomfortable for you to sleep in the same bed as him. Miss Homophobic, but you're the same girl that's sitting in the bed every night laying up with him butt naked. You the same girl that Nemo's telling you in the morning you was all up underneath him while you were asleep and you again was butt naked. Every night you went to sleep butt naked. So stop sitting. You didn't even bring no sleep in clothes. You brought one nighttime outfit and I told you, oh, when my suitcase come, I have that same nightie, let's match and wear it together. You had it in pink, I had it in blue. I said, I didn't even know you had this, but I also brought mines with the butterflies. Let's wear it together. You said, oh, I don't know, because it's the only one that I brought. You stand somewhere for 4 nights, but you only bring one nightie. You been planning to sleep naked, whether you were sleeping by yourself or sleeping with somebody else. Like, you didn't even put a robe on, a big t-shirt. Hell, you could have put a bra and a piece of panties on. You sleep with somebody that's making you uncomfortable, but every night you naked. How are you uncomfortable? If you're uncomfortable, you made yourself uncomfortable, because why are you the only person that's sleeping naked? Stop. Please stop it. You the same person that when Nemo's putting his tuck tape on his, Johnson and Wales, so it can look like a little cootie poop, you sitting here intrigued, asking him, is it okay? Can you watch? Because you want to see how it's done, see if it hurts. You the same one all up in his business, Miss Lady. You the same one naked in the bathroom with him getting dressed, next to him brushing your teeth, next to him putting your makeup on, borrowing his eyelash glue. Her eyelash glue. You took her lashes for the party you never went to the night of my birthday. Yeah, let's talk about it. You the same one leaving your nasty tampon in the sink and apologizing about it when we didn't even know you did it. You know what I'm saying? When you was on your cycle, let's talk about it. But you're uncomfortable. You did a lot of things that didn't look like you were uncomfortable. Seemed like you were very much comfortable until you met these dudes, and now you're uncomfortable. You live in a city full of gay. You live in a gay capital of the USA. And you uncomfortable being around a gay? Girl, get the fuck out of my face. Man, anyway, so we grab our we didn't even grab our luggage. I zip all my stuff up in my suitcase, because mind you, I got my stuff the night before. So I zip all my stuff up and put my little lock on there, and I take my little bag and I go down there with the security to go ahead and go start the process of changing my room. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and insert the videos that I was recording from the ground. It really wasn't their face or nothing, just the ground of them talking to us. I'm going to insert those videos and then we'll come back. Yeah, she's weird. It's awkward. She's not understanding.
You have to learn. In life, people are not gonna always want to accept you. You understand?
Exactly. But we're okay with that.
Yeah, we're okay with that. I already knew what was going on.
And we told her yesterday.
You have to have people to protect your best interest.
And she's not protecting her best interest. She only cares about her and what she wanted to do. She talking about No, I'm not. I'm off of it. Because she's trying to act like she did.
Just leave the talk. If you talk, just let her talk.
No, I did that. She's trying to act like I'm the fucking winner when I've been sitting here trying to break them up from fighting. Like, sitting here doing the most time she got our money. I'm being a weirdo because I'm going to defend my friend.
She was still fighting because you're bigger than her.
No, he would have knocked her the fuck out, and I would have let her.
No, you can't do that for us to get involved.
No, and we told her that several times. Do you want to go to jail in Antigua? Yes or no? Like, she's like, I got bond money. She kept bullying it up. I kept saying, y'all both need to stop and let it go.
It doesn't look good. 5 room calls that there was.
Yeah, and the man came to the room and knocked on the door, and I'm apologizing to the man because I'm trying to break them up, and she doesn't give a fuck. Like, they could kick us out. Then what? Then we just in Antigua with no place to stay because you want to make a point about something stupid?
Before you go to the phone box.
She needs to get out the room.
Hold on. Before you go to the phone box. The room is in your name.
Yeah, she got to go.
Did she put money towards her?
She put $1,000. I put $1,500.
So
he put $1,000.
If you kick her out of the room, most likely she have to pay for another room.
She got so much balls and she got so much money. We tried to come to a solution. You were sitting in there when we tried to talk to her. This is what it was like last night. She hung up on us not once, not two, but 3 times.
The last week together instead of spending my money.
No, she's gonna spend.
They have to pay for the other.
That's fine, because at this point you tried to talk to her. He tried to talk to her.
But she's saying
I tried to talk to her.
She's saying
she doesn't want to come to a solution.
Into the room, she's not gonna leave the room.
She don't have to. But if a security guard comes into her, she needs to leave. She has to leave. No, we can't do that as a hotel. You guys have to do the money. That's why I was trying to reach a solution. Well, we're gonna go up there.
Her name.
Let's go to the money.
Let's see what they say.
Because I'm not gonna do this with her. You want to be nasty and spiteful for what? When it's supposed to be a vacation. It's a cute little bird. Like, no, like this energy. How have I been trying you the whole trip? I've been including you in everything. I've been telling you everything. Before you booked this room, I literally said, I'm going to tell you now there's a possibility you're probably gonna be sharing a bed. And did I not tell you that? Listen, well, she didn't have no problem. She had a problem with it after the fact. We didn't want to go to the club with her last night. But I'm telling you right now, if you felt some type of way, I told y'all it was a pull-out bed that one of y'all could sleep on. Y'all decided y'all was gonna sleep in the bed. I didn't tell nobody they got to sleep in this bed or that bed. That's not how I move. But I told y'all from the beginning, if it's an issue we have 4 people and y'all don't want to use the pull-out, then okay, you're gonna stick with me. But now all of a sudden, is you want your own bed. You've been sleeping very peacefully with my blanket and all type of shit, and you didn't have a problem. But now all of a sudden, when we get into argument, it's, oh, I got you fucked up and I've been trying you the whole trip. How the fuck? When I've been doing nothing but including you on everything, I'm not even making decisions without telling you. Right. But you sit here making decisions without telling us, and all we telling you is, if you're gonna make a solution, include us in the solution. But that's a problem. You fucking fake as fuck. You're weird as fuck, and I see why people be falling out with you, because you try to overtake every fucking thing. Instead of being a part of the group, you wanted me to lead singer in every situation. That shit's not cool. None of it. And it's not finna fly with me. I don't give a fuck if you said something to those niggas or not. You literally told her on the phone, I'm not doing the phone shit. So that means I'm not finna sit here on the phone explaining myself in front of these niggas who I don't have to explain myself in front of. Make that make sense. You dick riding right now. You literally getting mad at us, but then you say you're saying you're sleeping in the dining hall. Who made you sleep in the dining hall? You made yourself sleep in the dining hall. You know you could have came up to that room. We didn't even say nothing to you when you came up. You came in this bitch, rah, rah, rah. Why the fuck would you lock us out? Bitch, we've been locking that door every day. And we told you. What the fuck are you talking about? You came up, the door was locked when I was in there by myself. When I came up, the door was locked when you was in there by yourself. That's protocol. When you go anywhere, you shouldn't be walking around with the door locked just because you know other 2 people are here. If 2 other people are here, when they get here, they can knock on the fucking door and identify themselves. Simple as that. It's very simple. She's trying to make something into nothing. And Cecilia, tell me if that makes sense. She got in an argument with us. She claims she wasn't mad about yesterday, but you see her whole point was revolving yesterday. And she gonna say, we locked her out. Wait, I want to ask you a question. I want to know if we're wrong, because it's us 3. She told us she was going out. So we put the lock because we knew we were going to sleep. So she's trying to say that we're wrong for locking her out. But in our opinion, he locked me out once because he was in there alone. I locked him out because I was in there alone.
So why is that customary? Why is it a problem?
Thank you. We felt like that's a safety precaution. If you're gonna be gone,
then next
and
time,
then somebody can come in,
and then know that I'm gonna sleep. I'm gonna put the lock on. So before you call me, you call me.
And we got right up and opened the door for her. She's trying to say the whole reason for this argument.
As far as I see,
it's
like
that
nobody had fun on this vacation.
No, it's not that we didn't have no fun. It's just she's ruining the rest of the trip. We already had a bad start to the trip because the airline lost my luggage. We finally had a good day yesterday, which was my birthday. I'm thinking everything's on up. She pulling cards without telling me. If I'm the birthday girl, I should have final say so. How are you upset with me if the birthday girl decides at the last minute, you know what, I don't want to go anymore? How do you reserve the right to be mad at me if it's my birthday?
You're about to make changes.
And like,
you guys, that was a simple matter to be resolved, and it got
Thank
too
you.
far.
We tried. We really did try.
So then she started.
She didn't want to hear nothing we said last night. She didn't want to hear nothing in the text
Well, I
messages.
can see because I tried to get to her and she was cutting me off every minute. So.
Yeah, that's what she did us last night. But she's saying she's listening to us. That's not listening. You just want to get your point across, and nobody else's opinion matters. That's just a bitch. That's craziness.
Now it's gonna be a problem. You know why? Because she put money in the
Well,
She said she got money. So.
Yeah, she keeps saying she has money. She keeps throwing that up in the air. But okay, we're finna find out. She could put money in the room while she wants to. But if you're not gonna be peaceful, I'm not gonna be sitting here scrapping with you at 7 o'clock at night.
I'm sleeping right there.
Come on, don't tell us what you're gonna do. That's not how that works. That's the problem. You keep trying to tell us what you're gonna do. That's not a group. Hello.
I'm very straightforward because the conversation that I heard was a bit disappointing, to say the least, where you can't get along. That's the first thing. 2, just remember that we have another 600 guests here that we have to give service to, and we have also assured that they'll have an experience, one to remember it. This is my take on it. If there's an issue, the person who the room, in terms of who would have made the payment and the room was booked in, has to make a decision. Outside of that, we have to respect the person who would have made that booking with us. We have a contract with you. It means that other parties outside of that would have to take the high road and make a decision contrary to what we would like to have for peace. And this is what I'm saying. However, if it continues, the hotel can decide, as for security purposes, to evict person who would have infringed on the peace of other guests. So we would look at it as it's a problem with the booking, it's a problem with the room, and we're not going to differentiate the dribble that is going on between. Because I was up there for like 5-8 minutes while the conversation was happening.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you are here to enjoy yourselves. We don't superimpose our will on anybody. We have a culture. It has to be maintained. Our main purpose here is to serve you. And if you can't have a grand time and take back the experience and let others know about it, it's going to be difficult to accommodate you. I hope you can resolve it. We would prefer to give you a chance to see what you can do internally.
We tried that.
Outside of that, the hotel will have to make a decision based on the security of our guests and our operation. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, the next thing in place is that the young lady said she's not moving from Jamaica. She has paid $1,000 towards the trip, and she wants her out. And I don't want to know.
The $1,000 was not paid to us.
It was paid to me.
Exactly.
So I'm
But,
asking
but I paid more. It was again in my name. I paid the majority of the cost for the room. I put the incidental down. Everything is in my name.
Yeah, but you're admitting here, for the security and staff, that it's a shared payment.
Yes, it's 70, 75, and they.
You have to refund the person.
Okay, but she
If
needs.
you instruct Tiffany not to say you want them out the room, you can't have their money.
Well, either
You want to kick them out.
Either we need to move or she needs to move because she was there. We literally have been trying with her and she is refusing to come up with a solution. She's threatening to fight. She's talking about she doesn't care about punching him in the face, punching me. She's not being peaceful. She's not being. And I told them that. I said, you're gonna get us kicked out. We have tried with her. She's not even listening to her. She cutting her off. So how are we gonna come to a peaceful solution when she doesn't want to be peaceful? She's already made that very clear. And I'm not gonna do this with her. This is ridiculous. It's
This is what I'm saying. We would prefer to give you a second chance to resolve it.
This is the second
She
chance.
doesn't want to resolve, so it's
I
up to
called
you to
security.
move out of the room.
Yeah, it
I would
can't.
suggest if you're asking the person to leave the room,
And then she's not going
you
to.
refund what money was paid, and so the person can have available funds to book another room.
Or you can leave her in there and book a room for yourself for the
For
day.
yourself. How many more nights do you have?
This is our last night.
That's what I have.
Literally.
You gonna spend your last night tonight with this?
No, we have literally since yesterday tried to tell her to
Did you
let
try to
it
go last
go.
night?
Yes.
Yeah. This has been going on since yesterday.
And they changed him, and because of that, she's upset.
No, you come here and say, we want you to enjoy the experience.
Thank you.
We don't really care about the other little things. Our main interest is to make sure you're happy.
And I'm not happy.
Has provided that, but you have now interrupted the process.
Yeah, and I'm not happy, and I'm embarrassed because people shouldn't be 6 o'clock in the morning. This is not my first experience with the Royalton. I know the culture here. This is my third franchise that I have been on, and she knows that I enjoy being here. And if you get me kicked off of here, who's to say I can't go to another one? Now you're gonna interrupt my reputation with the road. I don't have time for that. This is supposed to be my birthday trip, and I've been trying to keep the peace. I broke them up. I tried to calm it down. I tried to talk on the phone. I tried to text her. I've tried. We're on chance number 16. She literally does not want to listen to anybody but herself.
I would advise you next time you do a trip, you try and pay for it yourself.
Oh no, I paid the whole amount came out of my bank account before anybody gave me any money, and he can attest to that. I paid the whole $4,000 alone, and they gave me a portion. I paid over $2,000 of that by myself. So I have 50% shares in this room cost.
Okay, but you see, we're faced with the fact that we can't force anyone on the room.
No, we can't, but we need to come up with a solution. Because she's been negative.
On the situation where they have not infringed on our culture. No operation. You have a dispute personally with yourselves. I recommend you do something about it before we have to act because of the behavior, attitude coming from your group that would have affected us.
So what's the solution that we come up with?
No, you guys have to make the solution.
Well, I told you what I want to do. I told you what I want to do. If we can't move further, then I need to know what we can do. Because she's okay. Well, how much? Let's talk.
Yeah,
Let's talk.
You can look into that. Because the way you can go, you have to look at availability first of all, and we can all get. We have your number. The number you have, we have here for you is the one. The cell phone you can reach you.
Yeah.
Because in the meantime, it'll take some time.
I don't know if the call's gonna go through, but yeah.
Okay, so
that's my number.
I want you guys to go back to the room. Come back first, get some breakfast, take a walk on the beach, and then if anything, come back here and then call me, and I'll come back to the with you. Is that okay?
I'm going to take your cell number, and what we're going to do is to proceed with letting you know if we have a room available, see what price can be worked out in regards to that. But we can't do anything about a shared payment, a shared booking that person would have contributed to make a total. We can't do anything about that. We look at the fact that your room was paid for and whose name was booked in. That's it. But this is the last night. Come on, you should have gone last night. There was a clash last night. Should have gone in.
That's what it's.
This how this all started. This how this all started.
So we're going to definitely call you and make sure you have the right name on it. Yeah, you're okay. You're is French.
I don't know.
Okay. Mars. Okay. I actually have the incident in my report that will go to different managers, so we are aware. It's just a caution report that there's something going on and we need to follow up on it.
Yeah.
With security, right?
Okay.
So I would suggest to avoid contact with the party and the free flow of service. You come out and have some grand time until such time we can call it and say, okay, we have a room, this is the cost, and if you can afford it.
Is guest services open?
That was at 10
Yeah. In an hour, someone should be here.
Okay.
Please try not to take this incident or the situation out of the room possible.
No, we don't have any issues. We're done. So. No, it's bogus. I want to go to the front. Come on, baby. You have your baby seat and stuff, like where you can pick it up?
Yeah, it's the best one.
No, I'm saying like if we go, you know exactly where your stuff is at, to pick it up? Yeah. Let's go to the front. And I'm gonna ask him about calling the lady to see if she can put us on the 9 o'clock trip. Okay, so here we are, we're back. So that's the security guard telling us about how she's not a real friend. And next time you need to choose the people that you go on trips with wisely. Based off of what she was saying, she didn't seem like she understood what we were saying and what you were saying, and she's really not a friend. She was like, if it was me, I would have crossed her face. But you guys are not citizens here, so you probably would have ended up in jail. So she was like, just be mindful next time you choose people. So we get to the front, the guy's telling us like, I can't guarantee your room because I do have to see our availability, and it could take a while. I need to call the people, the booking people, to make sure there's a room that we can put you in. In the meantime, can you please give me your phone number so I can call you when I have availability? I don't want you guys going back to the room. I need y'all to cool off, get some breakfast, do something. I had actually walked past the room this morning when you guys were arguing. I overheard it, and I had already put an alert out to all my staff to be on a listen in case it began to escalate. Unfortunately, as you see, it did escalate. So you guys are technically right now on a warning. If something happens again, or you guys go back into the room and the argument ensues, this is now your second warning. And on your second warning, we will unfortunately have to remove all parties from the resort. We do not look at who's at fault, who's the aggressor, who's the victim. We remove everyone from the room. So I just want you guys to be advised that this is your warning. So I'm like, thank you for giving us a warning. We will not be going back to the room unless we're with a security guard and to get our stuff. So he's like, you guys keep yourself busy, find something to do. That's when I proceeded to go down to the beach at the pool area, and you guys got the first live because I was done with her shit and I was finna put her on blast. I'm done with you playing victim. I see how you move. You're an actress. You put on this card like everybody's in the wrong and everybody does you wrong. And these other girlies, they did not do their justice by putting you on a serious blast so the next girls can know. Please don't even associate. I don't care if she dropped a penny and asked you to pick it up, walk past her ass. I want to blast you because your behavior and the way you handled yourself during this situation and how you disrespected my friend and the things you said to me and him in that room, what was very uncalled for when we hadn't disrespected you or called you out your name or said anything about you yet, it's utterly ridiculous. It shows your character. It shows your character, and I need the ladies to know, and I need the guys to know, and I need the girls to know, and I need the trans to know, and I need the men that think she's attractive and you want to deal with her and date her. I need y'all to know, and I need her boyfriend to know the way she moves and how she acts and how she disrespects herself. She disrespects her relationship. She disrespects her associates. She disrespects her friends. She's all for herself. She's very selfish. She's a user. She's an abuser, and she's a manipulator. You want to play victim in every situation that you stir up and cause. Had you been a real friend, had you been a team player, had you been understanding and listening to somebody else, this situation wouldn't even got to where the fuck it was at. But you were so hot in the pussy, you were so eager to hang out, and you were so selfish in your actions that this became what the fuck it became, because all you care about is you. You didn't put nobody else's feelings before yours. You didn't put nobody else's emotions before yours. You want to do what the fuck you want to do at any and all costs, no matter what type of risk it ran, no matter what type of disrespect it came with, and no matter what type of drama it ensued. You wanted to do what the fuck you wanted to do. So on that note, I'm doing what the fuck I wanted to do. And that's putting your ugly ass on blast, bitch. And that's how I get down. Yeah, sweetie. That's why I ran to the internet and exposed your fuck ass. Because I'm sick of you doing this to people that 9 times out of 10 ain't did shit to you. You want to sit up and run your mouth about people who don't be thinking about you. You want to stir up drama. You want to spread lies. All this bitch do is lie. All she do is try to make it seem like she's the victim in every situation, that she was trying to be so understanding and compromising. No, you don't. Because it shouldn't have took 5 different times of us trying to mediate a situation to get to the point where we about to throw blows. So, yeah, fuck you, hoe. And that's what a bitch did. And I hope your boyfriend break up with you because you disrespect him every chance you get. You flirted with every fucking nigga that looked at you and came close to you. But you want to say on your statuses that, insert the screenshot. You want to say on your post that I was upset you were getting the attention that I was supposed to get on my birthday? Sweetie, let me say something. When your face card is valid, I don't need to go out the country and get validation from men I don't even fucking know. I don't need to get validation from men just because it's my birthday. I didn't go there looking for attention. I went there looking for turtles. I went there looking for stingrays. I went there looking for nature. I went there looking for experiences. I went there looking for cute-ass pictures to put on Instagram. That's what I came there to get. So the attention that you're referring to is the attention that you came looking for. You were the only person that was focused on niggas flirting with you or niggas flirting in general. You was always worried about a nigga looking at you. I don't care about that because I can go home and niggas can flirt with me. I'm not insecure. I'm not walking around looking for validation. I don't need attention from nobody but myself. I think that's the difference between me and you. You were so attention hungry that you let the attention of these two dudes get in your head to distort your perspective on friendship. So we very much did. We went out to the beach. Yep. We canceled we didn't cancel, we missed the excursion of the 125. But however, the lady at the front desk, she seen what was going on, the commotion, all that good stuff. So she did give me the phone, let me talk to the lady. The lady said I can come. I can't come at 9 because it's cutting it real close, about 8 something. Mind you, this is how long the situation been going on. She's like, it's 8 something, so I really can't get you in on the 9 o'clock one, but I'll go ahead and put you 2 down for 11 o'clock. For the other $25 deposit, we can't do anything about that. That won't go towards any of you guys' balance. That's just null and void. If she doesn't come, then you still both owe $70. I was like, okay, cool. We'll be there at 11 o'clock. We went there at 11 o'clock. We came back and we were talking to the lady. She was like, they still haven't found a room yet. However, if you guys want to go ahead and get ready, because they knew we were going to Shirley Heights that night. So it was like, you guys want to go ahead and go shower in the room and get dressed, and we'll have one of the pickup drivers ready to pick you guys up for Shirley Heights. So we're like, okay, well, where's security? Because we don't know if she's in a room or not. We don't want no problems. We're done with the situation. They take us to the room. They let us in. The guy had to put his key card. They let us in. And then we went. We both took a shower. We got dressed. And we left when the Shirley Heights came back. Oh, matter of fact, she had told us when we were about to leave that the room was ready, but they needed us to do the full check-in and stuff like that. And it was like 3:10. No, it was later than that. Because when we came back downstairs, not even. When we came out the room, one of the security managers, Wilford, was standing at 2 doors down waiting for us. And when I opened the door, he said, I need to talk to you. I said, me? He was like, yeah, both of y'all, follow me. Girl. I was like, oh my God, we're getting kicked out. We're getting kicked out. So he took us to the little desk area. Move, bitch. Damn, this dang on fly. It didn't even fly, it was a moth. He took us to the little desk area, the security desk area on the 4th floor, and he had us fill out these reports. So insert the report screenshot. Understanding where we're coming from, and she's making death threats at him, saying how she'll do this and do that to him, and we don't feel safe anymore. Would you like the time I'm doing the report, or the time that when the incident? Okay. Good day. Okay.
I do not.
There was another guy that actually came to our room, one of the guests that she disturbed, but I don't know his name. And he didn't give me his room number, but he came to try to help us. But yeah, so I don't know to put his as a witness. This is him.
Mm-hmm. Any injury? No?
No, we didn't. Guys, y'all can pause and read them. I'm going to blur my name out of the stuff and my address. But yeah, he had me and Nemo fill out incident reports about what happened this morning, and if we wanted to get the police involved. And I said yes. Now, did we end up still getting the police involved? No, we changed our mind at the end, but we were definitely going to get the police involved. So he took us down. We were supposed to eat. Now, mind you, this whole thing been going on all day. We come back from the steam race. It's only 2-something. We go get dressed, come back. It's like 2:40. We thought we was gonna go get something to eat and then chill for a little bit. No, man, we had to fill out these reports. He took us to the big manager downstairs at the front desk. We had to talk to him. He gave him the incident reports. Oh, girl, it was a whole thing. That's when the lady told us that she had a room ready for us. But the room was only gonna be a 1 king and a pull out, and we were like, that's fine, because I've slept in Nemo's bed. Nemo slept in my bed. When we was in college, we had them double twin size beds. I have pictures and videos of Nemo knocked out in my bed, like it was his bed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't mind like spending the night sleeping in the same bed as him, and I'm pretty sure he don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Because we were like, yeah, give us that room. So she was like, well, I need y'all to do the whole full check-in process. I know your taxis. You guys need to get to Shirley Heights, and that leaves at 4, so y'all can get there in time to watch the sunset. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and save the room, put your information, we'll transfer your information from the other room to this room, and then you'll have to do your key card when you get back and sign the papers, the waiver papers for the incidentals. So boom, we go to Shirley Heights, we have a good time, we have a blast, we eat some nice food, we take some good pictures. Come back, the lady sets up our key card. Mind you, Originally, they wanted to charge us $1,000 to move from that room to this room. After the big manager got involved, the big guy, after we filled out the reports, magically the price reduced down to $500. We said, bump it. We're going to pay it because we refused to go back to the room with her. She had already said that she's not sharing the bed with Nemo again tonight. And it was still tension in the air. So we was like, we'll pay the $500. Paid the $500. They moved us into a new room on the other side on a different floor. We had an oceanfront view. Oh, and by the way, this is our new room view. I didn't get to show y'all last night. Not anymore. Close the door again.
Yeah, but 198 still.
Oh, good. You've been stationary. This is our new view that we have. That we should have been had, but we got it when they moved us. So we get to see the people down here in Diamond Club and the swim up. Only Diamond Club gets get those rooms. But yeah, this is our view, and we're gonna enjoy it for the last 2 hours that we have it.
Can I get an amen?
Amen. It was beautiful. It ended up being 2 beds. It was really nice. I'm still dropping my vlog. Will she be a part of it? She probably is gonna get face covered up, cut out of different scenes, and you know, I'm probably gonna clown her the whole vlog. But you know what I'm saying, little emojis over the face. Yeah, so the last night we went to dinner, we ate together. We had a very easygoing last night. Unfortunately, while we were relaxing and maxing, she did decide to keep going on the internet and talking about us and saying different things. So I would like to insert first the screenshot when she said, oh, because she tried to insert the video of us coming to the room with the security guards to move our stuff into the new room.
You go back and do
So that was the video of them having to get the little wire, not the wire hanger, the clothes hanger and latch, because they knocked on the door and she didn't open the door. So they got the little latch and unlatched it. Yeah, just to show you that people can do that. And your safety will then be at risk, because she was sitting in the bed on her phone. So she watched them do the whole thing. She probably thought it was us. She watched them do the whole thing, and when we walked in, she just was looking stupid. She ain't say nothing, just sitting there looking stupid, probably writing some more dumb shit on her story. We got all of our stuff. We packed our stuff up. I took all my stuff out the bathroom, took all my stuff out the refrigerator, took my little suitcase, my charger, my blanket, the same blanket that she was laying up underneath the day before, but claimed we just made her feel so isolated. Yeah, and we left. That was that. For me, I ain't do nothing shiesty or funny. Now, to the comment people trying to say, oh, did you throw her Invisalign, her tray in the toilet? I did not do that. And that's on me. I swear to God. That's on me. I didn't touch that lady Invisalign tray. She needs it. So I wouldn't touch it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I didn't do it. That's all I'm saying. I didn't even know no Invisalign tray was through in the toilet. That's not how I move. You know what I'm saying? I like to do other stuff. I ain't finna touch your belongings, because with teeth like that, you keep your trays in your mouth, but you didn't keep your trays in your mouth the whole 5 days we're there. Oh, well, that's not my story to tell. My braces are on my teeth. I keep my rubber bands in my mouth. But, you know, we went in our room, we had a good time. We checked out the next day and we got on our flight and we went home, and she just was saying a lot of stuff the day before. Now we can insert the screenshots in the video.
Save y'all if we go there. I'm not even, first off, I don't know if y'all know, I'm very much protected. I'm not worried about no man ever putting their hands on me, because I guarantee if anybody put their hands on me, ask the last person who put their hands on me, what happened to them, okay? We don't play that in my family. His body could disappear, and not to sound less or not to sound inconsiderate for his life, but I'm sure if he went missing, it would just be another transgender missing case in the United States. It wouldn't be nothing more, nothing less to it. So don't play with me, don't threaten me while you in my face. But my thing is, you was
So for this video where she's in here, this is her talking about how she has people that could handle Nemo and nobody would care about another dead transgender woman. That was the below the belt type of stuff that she already was talking about. She was already highly disrespectful, but this was a all-time disrespectful low. Another thing that she said that somebody sent me a screenshot of how she was saying on her story, charge everything to the room. Boo! Tomatoes. Insert that screenshot. So she said that. She said a lot of things on live I don't even care to address. Yeah, she said a lot of things on live that I really honestly don't care to address because they're not true or they're over exaggerated, try to make me seem like I'm a bitchy person and I'm not a bitchy person, or Nemo this, that, and third. She's very homophobic. She's very transphobic, and it oozes through her. And I don't know if it's because maybe she looks like a man, that there's some internal conflict between herself and transgender women. But I don't really know what the internal conflict is when you be up in around a whole bunch of gay men throughout Atlanta. So I really do hope one of them sees the video and gives you the ass whooping that you've been needing for a long time now, because you don't say stuff like that. You don't. You just don't. That's like me saying something about your handicapped boyfriend. But see, me, I don't hit that low. I don't shoot that far. That's not me. I don't move like that. But what I do hope your handicapped boyfriend does, I really hope he sees that the type of scut bucket you are and the low life that you are, and you're not worthy of marriage. You're not even worthy of a relationship. You're really using him for his money, and we're keeping it a being. Everybody thinks that you have money that I'm pretty sure at this point you don't really have. You depend on him for almost everything. And when you're in a bind and when you're in a hole and when you don't really have a solution of your own, it's always Benji. It's cute if you're a housewife. It's cute. But for a woman who screams, I'm independent, INDEPENDENT, do you know what that means? You know what I'm saying? For a woman who keeps screaming, she's so independent, it's like, where's your form of independency? When he's always the one really supporting your lifestyle. You're not making any cheddar chips on your own. Like, when are you ever respecting your relationship when you're not around him? Because from word on the curb, when I was speaking to other girlies, you've been disrespecting him. You've been cheating on him. You've been men thirsty, hungry, attention seeking. From word on the curb, this ain't nothing new. You've been not giving a fuck about your relationship when you're not around him. So them $200 that you got from that private session and that gift card, I really do hope it's worth it, sweetie. I mean, I really hope it's worth your relationship, your 3-year relationship. Because if I was his sister and I was a friend of his, I would tell him, sweetie, you're handsome, you're well off, you're doing amazing for yourself. There's a woman out there that would respect you, that will love you, that will treat you adequately when you're not around, and when you are around, you shouldn't have to worry about a bitch going out the country and entertaining a man who she knows wants to fuck her just for some free rides, when you know that you have a man back home that will be willing to give you the money that you need to go around the country in a respectful manner. So that's just my little TED Talk for her man. Whether you listen or not, it's not my prerogative, but don't end up like Charles and Helen, because she will toss your ass in that tub and have you choking on bubbles. Keep it up, sweetie. Thank you. So that was my trip to Antigua and how she tried to ruin it. But a bad bitch like me always bounces back. I had an amazing time. Outside of me losing my luggage, outside of her bullshit, outside of the drama, I had a great time. The people were sweet. They were so respectful, and they were so accommodating. I loved every second of it. I enjoyed the stingrays. I enjoyed all of the excursions I did get to do. It was fun, like it always is. So after this, don't say nothing about her in my videos. Don't bring her up. Don't screenshot nothing and send it to me. Baby, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I don't listen to Billy Goats. I'm telling you, the bitch look like... Let me shut up. I don't listen to donkey mouth bitches. Your teeth are farther out than your lips. So I'm done listening to you. I'm done talking to you. I'm done respecting you. Your respect is in the trash can right along with your morals and your respect. That's it. That's all. That's all I gotta say. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, and of course subscribe, turn the bell notification on, and I'll be back with another story time probably in 2 to 3 weeks. I gotta get my vlogs out first. This was enough drama for me for the next 4 years. I don't argue with people no more. And don't come out the wood. Don't no more y'all come out the woodworks talk about Shaye was this and Shaye was that. Because at this point, Shaye don't care no more. I'm done with the drama and any lies that this bitch done ran and told you I said. If you believe her, then you're the idiot. And that's that. And you can say I said that. Yeah. All this Shaye the problem. No. You're the problem. And until next time, Jews and Jems.